Hey everybody, it's Sci-Fi Fan here today, and it's been about 24 hours now since the latest update for Battlefield 6 has come out, the Top Gun collaboration, where they've added new jets, the new map, or I should say the rehash of an old map, Wake Island, as well as some different game modes, including Carrier Assault. I've had a chance to play now for I want to say probably 5 to 6 hours. Last night I played a little bit, and I played all three game modes, and I've officially come to the conclusion that while a lot of the new game modes and the new fighter jets are fun to play, there's some glaring issues that should probably be addressed sooner rather than later when it comes to some of these items for the new update. So first off, let's go through the game modes. My favorite game mode so far is the Fighter Gauntlet game mode, where essentially it pits a few teams of two against each other in fighter jets over Tisserel Reef. And it's a lot of fun. So you're basically going around, you're blowing up enemy teams' jets, you're needing to bomb or shoot up these cargo objectives, which are laying around on the ground. And the first team that gets like 1,000 points wins. The only issue that I've been having so far with this game mode is the fact that there's so many teams. I believe there's 6 teams of 2. And so it's just utter complete chaos. Like you're constantly getting locked on. There's missiles in the air all the time. And it's just kind of ridiculous, the amount of dodging that you're having to do. It seems like you can only survive for 30 seconds to maybe a minute before you're blown out of the air. Really, I think with this particular game mode, they need to maybe make the teams a little bit bigger. So instead of having a team of 2, you have a team of 4, and maybe it's 4 versus 4 versus 4, or maybe 2 teams of 6. Just something to maybe even the playing field a little bit, because it really depends, if you're getting randomly matched with a random teammate and your teammate is just dog water at the game, it really can feel like you're just playing by yourself and you're fighting against the odds. I've also had several matches now where for some reason it matches me with a teammate, but then the teammate gets disconnected right away. And so that's kind of a bummer, because then you're just spending the entire match solo. And so that's one of the issues that I think with that specific game mode. But then there's another issue with how the points are distributed. You get only like 15, I believe, 15 or 20 points per cargo piece of cargo that you destroy. And you get more points for the jets that you shoot down. I feel like this could maybe be evened out a little bit so that the cargo gives you more points versus the number of jets that you shoot down, just to even the playing field a little bit for those people who maybe aren't as good at flying as some other folks. The only other issue I have with the game mode, it's a really, really minor one, and this has to do with both the Fighter Gauntlet game mode as well as Aircraft Carrier Assault. There's a scene that you have to watch before the game mode starts. It's mandatory to watch it for the Fighter Gauntlet Assault. It shows, the Top Gun characters getting their mission briefing. You don't have to watch it for the Aircraft Carrier Assault. And while it's interesting or cool to see the first couple of times, by the time you've seen it, 8, 9, 10 times, it kind of starts to get on your nerves how much waiting you have to do before the game can actually get started. And then the game mode itself seems so short that, you're watching a 1.5-minute clip for essentially what amounts to maybe 8 to 7 minutes of actual gameplay. And so I feel like there needs to be a way to skip that cutscene right at the start of the game mode. But otherwise, I think this game mode does a really good job of teaching you the controls and gives you a lot of practice for how to fly jets if you haven't flown jets before. The 2-seater airplanes are super fun to fly, including, the Sea Cat. Being able to have somebody behind you that can shoot off flares and that can shoot additional missiles and kind of watch your back is really fun. I still haven't decided whether or not, it's more efficient to have to split your team and have one teammate in one plane and one teammate in another plane, or if it works better to have both of you in the same plane. If you're in a single plane versus together in the same plane, You can kind of learn how to hop between seats and shoot flares and shoot the secondary missiles at the same time, which can be of great help in some of the other game modes where these jets might make an appearance, such as aircraft assault. But otherwise, anyways, I really like this game mode. There's another game mode, Aircraft Carrier Assault. It's a returning game mode from a previous Battlefield. Essentially, you're going around capturing objectives, trying to breach the enemy aircraft carrier and plant a bomb in the aircraft carrier to blow it up. It's a lot of fun. However, there's a lot of camping that's been going on. So basically, the other team, they can just come straight over to your aircraft carrier before they even unlock your aircraft carrier to breach it. And they can just camp the everlasting crap out of the deck of the aircraft carrier. And it's super annoying. Like, there'll be people way up on top of the mast with like sniper rifles just shooting you, or like throwing C4 on jets in helicopters, so that when you spawn in, your jet or helicopter immediately blows up. You know, I myself, I may have taken part in camping an enemy team's aircraft carrier for a little bit. And while it was fun to do for like maybe the first couple minutes, it gets really boring on both the attacking side and the defending side. And so I feel like they really need to update this game mode to create some sort of a safe box around the other team's aircraft carrier, at least until you unlock the ability to breach into the inside of the aircraft carrier and blow it up. This game mode's really cool, though, because it kind of reminds me of Star Wars Battlefront, like the second Star Wars Battlefront, where you would do like a variety of missions, and then you would get into the enemy team's frigate and try to blow up their frigate. And, you know, there's all these hallways and corridors where there's people shooting at each other and that sort of thing. And so I feel like this is a really cool game mode. They need to add, not with this game mode, but with the map Wake Island. So Wake Island makes a return, and I haven't played a lot of the new Wake Island map, mostly because I've been playing Aircraft Carrier Assault, which is only on Tesoro Reef, as well as the Fighter Jet Gauntlet game mode, which is also on Tesoro Reef. But Wake Island, it needs more airplanes. So yeah, everybody gets like 2 helicopters, a bunch of like fast moving boats, and then a couple of patrol boats, and then everybody only gets 1 aircraft to fly, or fighter jet to fly. And I just feel like for the how big the map is, for the fact that there's 2 aircraft carriers on the map, I really feel like there needs to be at least maybe 1 other fighter jet, just to make things a little bit more interesting, or make things a little bit more fun. But anyways, yeah, as far as the overall update goes, I have very positive thoughts towards the update. There's a little annoyances here or there, but overall, I feel like if you haven't played in a while, it's worth jumping back into and trying it out. There's also some awesome looking Top Gun skins that you can buy in the store. Be forewarned, they are very expensive. It's like $20 or $25 USD if you want to buy these skins. You can buy the Rooster skin or the Bob skin from Top Gun 2 Maverick. And it also comes with a couple of skins for the jets that you fly as well. And so if you're into cosmetics, there is that for you as well. There's also free cosmetics that you can earn through earning in-game tokens by playing the new game modes. I've already been able to earn all of the cosmetics, including the top cosmetic, which is Iceman from the original Top Gun movie. But overall, just a lot of fun to be hopping back in and playing. I texted my friend yesterday, and hopefully he'll be getting on here soon. That way I can have somebody to fly in my second seat here in my jet. Well, that's all I got for you today. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks.